Paddle Ninja.
Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about how to use conditional completion actions in Marketing Cloud account engagement. So I've thought of a few scenarios that may be useful for you. I'm going to show you how you can apply those conditional completion actions to your asset. So today we're going to be looking at a form, but of course your conditional completion actions can be applied to any of your marketing assets where you can already apply completion actions, okay? So what these conditional completion actions will allow us to do is define criteria that the prospect must meet in order for that completion action to apply. So by jumping into my form here, I'm just going to head over to completion actions. And here you'll see add conditional group. So this is what we're going to be using today to build in that criteria. The first use case that we're going to talk about is routing a lead based on the country that they've come from. So if you have different lead queues for different countries or groups, for example, you can actually route that lead off the back of the form. So what I want to do here is take action when a prospect's default field, country, contains, I'm going to use contains here because there'll be several countries that we'll look at. Now I'm just going to type a few in here. And you can use the semicolon when you do that. Just make sure that this is not over 255 characters in the value here. I want to, if they're from Australia, New Zealand, or Singapore, I want to assign them to the group that we have, which is APAC sales team. And you could, of course, then flesh this out for the different, sales groups or queues that you have for your leads. Okay, so it will look at the country and it will send that lead across to the appropriate group. The next one we want to look at is if you already have a prospect in your system that's existing, so they're a lead or contact in Salesforce, then we know that out of the box, there's no way for a CRM owner to know if their prospect has submitted a form again or has, come through this contact us form again. So what we want to do here is notify them if their lead or contact has filled in the form. How do we do that? We can do that by choosing a different condition. So take action when prospect assignment status is assigned. If they're assigned, what do we want them to do? We want to notify the assigned user. So that will shoot out a notification to the assigned user if their lead or contact comes through this form again. So that's a really useful one. In the past, we would have had to build out like an engagement program filter or some automation that will assist with that. So the fact that you can do this now just on the form itself is fantastic. Very, very useful. You can also use conditional completion actions for segmentation. So for example, I have a field on my form, which is product interest. So if I want to look at prospects, let's say, sorry, that's actions, add conditional group, take action when prospect, custom field, product interest is GC1000 series, we can then add them to the list specifically for that product, GC1000 series communications. So from the form itself, you can actually add them to the list for tailored communications for that product. So very easy to do here. And of course you could do that if you had, other products, you can have attach different lists and whatnot. Just remember with your conditional completion actions that you get one line of criteria. You can apply multiple actions if you wanted to, but you've only got one line of criteria. So just bear in mind, if you have another piece of criteria you want to add, you'll need to add a new conditional group. So in terms of, looking at even lists, we can take action let's say you've got banned customers or competitors, they're in some kind of ban list, right? And I've seen this with customers before for us as well, where if you want to look at their list, so take action when a prospect list, they aren't a member of the banned list, then we might want to send them a particular autoresponder email, which this particular one, for example, is a demo offer, right? So it gives you the ability to filter who we're sending this email to off the back of this form, right? So hopefully you find those few scenarios useful. If you have any questions for us, please drop them in the comments and we will reply to you. And have a great day. Thank you for watching.